Make me lose when I'm with you. How can I snooze and miss the moment? You just too important. Nobody who body like you do. I can't lose.
Hey, my Shannon dolls. I am back with another get to know me video. So before I start, please just like, subscribe, lady ma'am, and leave your comments down below. And let's get into the video. All right, so this is my lady ma'am. My lady. She reminds me of Lady and the Tramp, especially how she walks around. She's bossy. But I wanted to just talk to you guys a little bit. Maybe just get some things off my chest, vent a little bit. I did a video previously and it was super emotional. So I don't know, maybe one day when I get out of the situation that I'm in, I'll post it as like a testimony. What are you doing? You got the hiccups. Oh, you sure got the hiccups. Stop. But right now, I'm too embarrassed to post it. So, I'm doing another video. I didn't post today. And I had a video to post, and I don't know, I was nervous about that video too, and I need to stop doing that. I'm so worried about people judging me. It's crazy, but people are going to judge regardless. It is what it is. I need to stop holding myself back, you know. But anyway, I want to talk about an incident that happened to me, and it kind of freaked me out, right? So this morning at 7 a.m., I was sleeping, obviously, and I felt like tap on my foot. And I like jumped out of my sleep and looked, and there was nobody there. And the tap was so hard that like my foot hurt after, and it scared me so much. Like I was praying over my house and anointing my house. It really bothered me. And I don't know, I just kind of had a day of like, what the fuck? Like even now it's like almost 12 a.m. and she's supposed to be in bed at 10 o'clock in her own bed. And because I'm a little freaked the fuck out, I have her in here like, like she's going to protect me from whatever the heck that was. But yeah, there was that. Like I told my mom about it and told my friend about it, and my mom is just like, she sent me some prayers, and she's just kept checking on me to make sure I was okay, because that was weird. And my son just, you know, my son is mama's baby. He just, you know, stayed with me and was checking on me too, because it really kind of bothered me. But how am I doing during my breakup and during these trying times and me trying to establish myself in my new city? Things are, some days it's good, some days are harder than others. Like, will you worry? Yeah, I mean, I try not to be afraid, and I'm going through my fast, and I feel like during the fast, it's kind of, you know, people, it's attacks of the enemy. I feel it sometimes, and I don't want nobody to distract me from my faith and the journey that I'm trying to be on, because I really just want to get back closer to God and just strengthen the faith that I have in Him. And I don't want any distractions. I get irritated when men are reaching out, talking to me, or I'm out and men try to approach me. I get so irritated, and I'm not like a mean person. I try to be very nice, but I'm finding myself a little bit moody. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, cause it's like you don't get it. Like I can say hi back, and that don't mean that I want to talk to you. And if I say if it's on social media, I don't respond, then it's an attitude, or they're asking me questions like, oh, you no good morning back, or no, like how many days you want me to say good morning to you, or why am I obligated to respond to you? Like I'm just irritated because I really do want just to have my own peace. Like I just really want to just fall back in love with Chantel, and I really want to take my time when love finds me this time, because the last time it was rushed and it was horrible, and I just don't want to make exceptions anymore. I don't want to I second guess myself and doubt myself. Like, I'm going to accept somebody that has their own issues because I feel like I have my own, and I'm not doing that anymore. Like, you do have to get your shit together. Like, especially with your mental health, like, you have to get your shit together. Because one thing that I'm realizing, especially going through therapy, is I do have it together. Like, mentally, I'm thinking that it's me, and it's not me, because the tools that I've gathered from therapy in the past, or counseling in the past, I do apply them to my life. And the reason why I get so frustrated, the reason why I get so angry in relationships when it's arguments and X, Y, and Z is because their mental is not right, and it confuses me. And I'm thinking there's something wrong with me, and over my therapist just shows me it's not you. She hardly has to give me advice. She just gives me confirmation. She's like, you do have the tools, and you are doing it the right way. And I love hearing it. And for me, I'm okay with that part of therapy. You know what I mean? I want just the confirmation to know that I am mentally sound. I know what I'm talking about. I am handling situations the way I'm supposed to. And this time around, when love finds me, they will 100% know. Be it if they was raised that way and that was installed in them, because your background and the person that you are as a child is important. And being in not so many, because I've had 3 relationships in my life, or 4 relationships in my life, but being in relationships and seeing how your partner reacts when they see how much your parent poured into you or loved you, and they didn't receive that kind of love or support even now as an adult, because my mother is amazing and she is so supportive. Like, nobody's perfect. Nobody has a perfect parent, but my mom, she is freaking amazing. You know what I mean? And I don't know what I would do without her. And I just thank her for being able to pour into me and my siblings so healthy, because I pour into my son so much. Like, I say I love you to my son 1,000,000 times a day. He says he loves me 1,000,000. Lady man. She said, I say I love you to my son 1,000,000 times. He says it to me 1,000,000 times. And that is, my mom does as well. And she's done that since we've been younger. Like, I know the way that she raised us was her wanting to be the opposite of how her mother raised her. And I know it may sound a little selfish, but I thank my grandma for not pouring into my mom the way that she was supposed to, because then my mom wouldn't have dedicated so much for us. And it does sound selfish, but I just can't wait till I get to the point where I can just show my mom so much appreciation and give her back everything and more that she's given us. And I know that time is going to come. I feel it, because I've been dreaming about it since I was a little girl, you know? But I I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have the mother that I've had. She's not perfect, and a lot of things has happened to me in life, and they're not her fault because she's been through so much, and because of the lack of love that she had as a child, then it reflected on the men that she attracted, and she deserves so much better, and she will get so much better, and I want to give her as much as I can, and I just can't wait till I get to that part. Like, I just can't wait. But I say all that to say, a lot of our men that I run into that don't have that, and I'm ready for a man to find me that has that. And if they didn't have that, they've already done the work to become a better them, to be a better man for the wife that they deserve. Like, I'm ready for a man to pour into me like I always have poured into them. I do so much in relationships, and I get so angry because I give so much and I do not get the same in return. And my mom told me the other day, she said, I told her I wish that I wasn't like that, because I've helped so many, helped with their kids, helped with them. I've helped better their lives, and my life has crumbled in the process. And I told her I wish that I didn't. Hold on, because she acting up. Hold on. Okay, sorry. But I told my mom that I wish I wasn't like this. And she told me, no, God gave you that gift for the man that I'm supposed to be with, the man that God has for me, because he's going to need all of this. So don't change that about yourself. You just have to be picky about who you give it to. And she's 100% right. I need to be picky about who I give my all to, because I give it to everybody in expectations that they will give it back, or that they deserve it. And they always show me over time that they don't deserve it. They show me right away that they don't deserve it, and it diminishes the relationship so much. You show me, boom, right away, and then little by little, I pull away, and then I got to do the work to try to build back up, because you want the me that I was when I was that person at the beginning. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm ready for the right person to pour into me, and right now I know I'm looking at every man that has approached me. Like, even going outside, I dread it. And I've been forcing myself to go and try to do things. And it's just been, I'm like, I know right now, anybody that approaches me, I feel like is going to be the same as everybody that I was with. Like, I know right now I'm not ready. And I want men to understand that when I say that I'm just not ready for that. I'm just not ready for it. Like, I get tired of the inboxes, and I get tired of, I mean, I'm fine with hearing, oh, you're beautiful and all of this. That's fine. But when I'm showing you that, or even telling you, I'm super verbal, I'm just not ready for that right now. Just understand that. Like, I don't get it. So, I mean, there's that. Like, there's the hard times. Like, there's days that I just feel so amazing just staying in the house, looking at myself in the mirror and dancing and just pouring into myself. And you're so beautiful. Even if I'm getting dressed up for myself, you're just so beautiful. And I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying that part more than the attention from any man. You know what I mean? And during this journey, I know that that's normal. Like, in therapy, I was telling her, like, the guidelines and the things that I'm doing, and even with the fasting and me trying to be back on my spiritual journey and just getting closer to God. And she feels like it's super healthy, and she feels like it's amazing for the progress that I'm going through. And she just says, remember the days that you have that are bad. She asked me if I'm going to stop myself from feeling it. And I know wholeheartedly, it's always been in me that I know that I have to feel it. I have to feel the pain. I have to feel the hurt. I've been crying almost every day. And I know it's because my period is around the corner. I hope that's what it is. But I've been crying, and it's been feeling so good. Like, every day that I have cried, it hasn't been sad or angry. It's just been like amazing to hear so much confirmation. Like, sometimes you just need a reminder that everything's gonna be okay, and that God is listening, and that in the end you're gonna come out on top, and you will be victorious. You'll have everything that you have envisioned and more. And I've been hearing it all over the place, and I'm just trying to hold on to it. And when I hear it, it's just, sometimes it just feels, it feels so good. Like, wow. Like, it gives me chills. Like, dang. Like, he's telling my story, or he's talking to me in this moment. Even if I'm watching something and it could be old, like it may have came up and it was a year old, but it came up for me to see, and it is speaking to me in this moment now. Like, I just am enjoying that, and just the crying is definitely a good release, and it makes me feel good, and it's making me feel like, you know, the Lord is listening, even in these times that I'm going through, even in these hard times I'm going through. He's listening. And sometimes it's hard, because every time I turn around, there's something, like I feel like I got it. I got it. The rent is gonna be paid, and then they hit me with $455 charge. I don't have that. So then I'm trying to hold on to faith and not freak out and just get discouraged, and trying to just figure it out. You know what I mean? And that's all I can do. I can figure it out day by day. Life is lifing, and I'm holding on to faith that something supernatural is going to happen. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it is. But I'm holding on to faith that God is giving me a way out. And all I have is to hold on to it. Like, I see so much. I'm a numbers person, and I see the numbers in threes all the time, 222 and 444 and 555, and they happen, even threes, and I see them often. And I mean, there's a point of time where I'm like, I love them, but I'm like, it don't feel like whatever. I mean, I look up the numbers, and they have their different meanings, and sometimes you feel like, what the heck? Like, all right. You know what I mean? Or even when, you know, there's rough days, you're like, how do you expect really for people to just have so much faith and such a positive outlook when you feel like you're drowning, when you feel like you are going through it? You know what I mean? And it's a situation that you definitely haven't ever been in, and this is new. This is a new struggle for me. But because I have dreamt something so amazing, and I've envisioned something so amazing, I want to hold on to it and keep going, because these times and going through this, the reward I know is going to be something amazing. And I'm trying to hold on to that, because I don't want to think about the what ifs. Like, you always have that doubt in the back of your head. What if it doesn't? And I don't want to have that, because I can't afford that. I can't. Sorry. That little girl, that little doggy, is on my nerves. But I just can't afford not to believe that he's gonna get me out of the situation that I'm in. And I'm gonna keep holding on to faith, and I'm gonna keep my fast, I'm gonna keep my celibacy, and I'm gonna keep, I don't want to date. I mean, this is my 30-day fast. I'm not nothing sexual. I'm not I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to have even a small conversation. That's not what I'm on right now. That's not what I'm feeling. That's not the energy that I have right now. I want to just embrace me and love on me, and when it's time, I want to attract the right love and that right person. And in the midst of when I want to learn when it's good to still praise him, because I have the thing. Some people are the opposite. When it's bad, they give up on him and they praise him when it's good. And for me, I praise him when it's bad, and when things get good, I don't do it often. It's not like I don't pray, but I don't do it as much as I do it when I'm going through things. So I want consistency. I want to be consistent in my faith, because I fall short, especially when there's bad times. I do doubt him. There's a lot. And that's one thing that I really have been working on with the fast. I want to not be angry at God. I don't want to doubt him. I don't want to not believe in him because things are so hard. I've been there, and it never felt right. Like, I can say it in the moment, but after it's done, I feel heartbroken that I even, was upset. So I want to not be upset with God, and I want to just hold on to faith and take this walk, continue to doing my water and exercise and doing the YouTube videos consistently, and not beat myself up if I miss a day, and understand that it happens, but get back on there. The next day, there's another day, and you do it again. So I'm going to put out another video, and I'm going to keep trying, and I'm not going to give up hope, and I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I'm going to keep trying, and I'm not going to doubt myself if I don't get the views that I think I should, or if I don't get the subscribers that I think that I should. It's going to come, and I'm going to be consistent, and I'm going to be consistent with this journey with Jesus. There was some thing that I was watching, and they said, I'm going to walk on water with Jesus, not with doubt like Peter, but walk with faith. So I'm going to walk with faith. I don't want to drown. I already feel like I'm drowning. Like, I don't want to drown. So I'm going to continue walking in faith and continue believing that he got me. And even when things feel the hardest, just live in faith. And I have been, another part of my fast is just being positive. And I am already a positive person. Like, when it comes to like giving people their flowers, I'm always commenting on people's things and liking things. And I used to just do it to certain people, or maybe people I felt deserved it. I don't know. But now I'm like, I'm seeing a different light in it. It takes a lot for you to put yourself out there. Like, that stuff is hard. And people do it, and it seems so effortless, and I know it's not. So even if it's somebody starting off, or even if they have 1 million likes, or even if it's people are commenting on them negative, whatever, I want to give everybody their flowers, because even if I don't agree with what they posted, it took a lot of courage for them to do it. So I have been on that as well, like just positivity and just speaking positivity into everybody, because everybody deserves it. I mean, everybody deserves it. And I'm getting to a point that even though there are relationships I will never go back to, I'm not going to be angry. I'm not going to be upset. And I'm going to see their point of view, even if I don't agree with it. And I'll agree to disagree and just move forward. And I forgive them for me. And going through therapy and understanding a lot of, like, the things that I experience, understanding the kind of people that they are, you kind of feel sorry for them, and you hope that they change their ways, because it's a sad position that they are in, and it's a sad mindset. And I mean, I just pray that they can handle whatever comes to them if they don't do their own work, you know what I mean? And I just wish them the best, and I leave it at that. I don't hate anybody. I'm focused on me, and I'm just loving me and appreciating me, especially because I wasn't appreciated. And I'm understanding that sometimes I feel like me appreciating myself isn't enough, and I don't validate. I feel like I'm not the validation for myself. You know what I mean? And I am amazing person. And I give and I do so much for people, and I pour into people, and I honor their crafts, and I try to give my best suggestions, and I've been torn down so much with just trying to be myself that I doubt myself for myself. And during this fast, I'm learning you're okay too. You know what I mean? You're amazing too. The words that you speak to yourself are just as powerful as when somebody else is speaking into you. You know what I mean? And I'm just keeping that positive energy and living in my self-worth, and understanding that I am a survivor. And one thing I learned, like, I was in therapy, and I have a problem with saying that I'm a victim. And I'm coming to terms to understand that I have been a victim. I am a victim. And to me, in my mind, that is such a weak trait. But she was like, what about, don't say that, because I know that can be hard. And it does hold a lot of power to people in a weaker sense. But instead of saying that you're a victim, say that you're a survivor. And when she said it, I'm like, that's it. I'm a survivor. And I am. I've survived men putting guns to my head and about to threaten to kill me, or shooting outside of my window, because I don't want to get back with them. Like, I've had so many unhealthy relationships. And all of that abuse, I survived. There's women that have went through it that didn't survive. Like, the biggest thing that I realized, my father was murdered, and one day I'll sit and I'll tell you guys a story about it. But the person that murdered my father went to jail, and they gave him manslaughter, and it was a big deal. Like I said, I'll tell you guys about it. But in the end, he went to jail. He did 6 years. They let him out early, and during his early release, he was in a halfway house, and then he was out for like months and shot his girlfriend in the head. Now, this woman is a mother, just as I am, and I rebuke that in the name of Jesus, and I feel horrible. But those things I think about, like, I had that situation. Like, it resonated to me, like, damn, that could have been you so many times. And you survived hitting your head or bashed on the floor and you blacking out. You survived. Like, I am a survivor. I'm strong, but I'm also just blessed. And God has been with me through all of those things, and I realized that I am here for a bigger purpose, because He allowed me to survive so much, and I'm just so blessed. So even though I am going through a lot, I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed that my son doesn't have to live without his mother. I'm blessed. even through the things that people have done to me. And I'm gonna stand in my survival, and I'm going to be more stingy with me because I got so much to lose. My son needs me. My family needs me. I need me. And God has put me here to do something for him, and I don't know what it is yet, but I need to be here for that. And I'm just thankful that he's getting me through what he has gotten me through, and he's still continuing to, and he's keeping his hand on me. So there's that. I probably will do another video. I will probably do a video talking about what took place with my dad. That'll be good to release that and get that out. Yeah, and tell a little bit of his story, so you know he's not forgotten. His story is history. And he wasn't the best father, but he was mine, and he deserves his story to be told too. So there's that. I thank you guys for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see y'all in the next one. And y'all keep surviving as well. Peace.
Boy, nobody who body like you do. I can't lose.